right now I'm just going to be pumping out a few shit phone versions of videos I'll be making in the future. Obviously be re-uploading them once I have the setup put together, but this is honestly just a trial as much as is anything. So for anyone watching, thanks for being here, I suppose. Anyway, this video is going to be a real quick one about farming. So obviously, everybody always tells you, like, don't take your 1 stars into campaign. Let me be the only person on the internet to say, that is shit advice. Absolutely dreadful advice. One of the core things in this game is energy efficiency and green shards. No matter what anybody says, the sacred shards, the void shards, the blue shards, they're all nice, but they're fucking icing compared to green shards, the most important resource in the whole game, which you will blow through endlessly if you are actually playing this game to its maximum efficiency. Green shards, you want to be pulling 100 of those bastards a day, every single day if you can. Every day you've got a whole day to yourself to play raid. You want to be training 1 stars, turning them into 2 stars, pulling more green shards, just over and over and over and over again. Like, you'll see, I just made a 60, like, yesterday, and I drained my green shards, and I'm already back up to, like, 51. As you can see, I sit on my shards. I pulled them all during the last 2 times event, so this is all I've got at the moment. But yeah, Guardian Pit, always be using the Guardian Pit. Literally free experience. At the moment, it's a mishmash. On non-event periods, I tend to be perpetually farming the 1 stars. So you just put a group of 1 stars in, so they all level up at the same time. You know their approximate time, so you know when to check your phone. And just be spamming them up, because that's just another every single day. If you do it perfectly, you can do it twice. If it's fully upgraded, you can do it twice easily, up to 3 times. You can get a full set of 5 extra 2 stars. Obviously, you only need 2 obviously, you only need like 2 of the bastards to level a 2 star into a 3 star to rank him up. So you're getting like 5 extra 2 stars a day if you're doing 2 sets of them, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if you do it every single day for 2 weeks, and then you do everything on the CVC, which you should be doing, rather all your progress, you know, for the free points, why not? Get the free CVC for the boys. Yeah, you're getting, what is that, like 10 a day by 14, 140 extra 2 stars, so 70 extra 3 stars. Think about how easy it is to make 6 stars every single CVC when you've got that as a baseline, and the only energy consumption you need is leveling your 4 stars to 40 to become 5-star food, and your 3 stars to 30, which you just do with your multi-battles. Speaking of multi-battles, great way if you're starting from scratch, and by starting from scratch I mean your resources are pretty low, is start with those 1 stars. So take those 1 stars into 12-3. Do not use auto sell. It is bullshit, because you should be picking up those clan vs clan for earning like 5 million silver from campaign, or from selling artifacts, I think it is, every single week, because those are easy, and that should be the way you do it. Other than that, you pick up those tag team arenas for placing increased attack buffs, increased speed buffs, increased defense buffs, all those ones. Just the ones that you'll be doing every single day, not something you need to stretch yourself for. You don't want to be picking up like Ice Golem, you have to set 100 decrease attacks or some shit, just because you were like, oh man, I can do that. It doesn't matter if you can do that. If it's not in your week's plan for the farming, it's a waste of time. You're deviating from the plan. You want to be farming food all the time. Just near constantly, no matter what point of the game you're at, until you're in like the super late game and there's just no reason to be getting more 6 stars. Your proverbial power, as you can see, player power 1.1 million. Mine is aggressively high. I actually need to drop it a little bit because arena's got a bit tough. But you dead set. You just can never stop. Same with masteries. One of the big things I do is set up an auto clicker on Minotaur overnight. You have that bad boy run once every 42 minutes while you're asleep. Doesn't use up any energy whatsoever as long as you're below that 130 mark, so you're constantly regenerating. And you... honestly, you just focus on the blocks of the champions you already have while leaving the ones that you're working on in Minotaur. By the time the 2 weeks comes around and your CVC is up, they're fully mastered, you don't even have to think about it. Never spend gems on masteries. Sweet Jesus. Most inefficient crap ever. Do it for your first champion if you must. I didn't, but you can, and I can see the value in it, especially for the first one, because I probably would have been farming Minotaur 15 faster if I had done it. So maybe a slight regret on my part. But yeah, after that first one, please, this is how Plarium sucks the cash out of you, mate. Like, you're buying these little tiny 15, 25 buck packs, and they come with those 200 gems each time, and you're accumulating like 10 of them, and you're getting the masteries for one champion or two champions for all of that stuff, and you're not thinking about it. You're like, oh, it's just free gems I got, like as an addition to when I bought the... No, cunt. No. You bought it. Look at the value. The approximate value. I've only ever spent money on energy. I bought 2 energy packs. Two $15 energy pack and a $30 energy pack. Both of them with a play for days where you get like thousands upon thousands upon thousands of energy over like 4 to 5 days. They're the only thing that is worth it in this game. Don't buy shards unless it's a blue shard pack and it's the sweet Jesus, you haven't spent money on raid in fucking a year. For $12, here's 8 shards. Then, sure, if that's what you're about, go for it. But I promise you don't need new champs. If I can smash 90% of this stupid game, 90% is a massive exaggeration, 60% of this entire game, where I'm up to, with meticulous item choices, and like sweet mathematical planning, then I promise you guys, with your entire bands of gold 60s all fully masteried, you can smash this game. You do not need sacred shards. You do not need blue shards. Hell, the most fun part about this is having characters that only do specific bespoke things with cool passives, you know, so that they can beat this content. Otherwise, I don't know. This is just turning into a rant, so I'm just gonna roll with it. But like, if you do legendaries, like if you're one of those legendary collector guys, you're one of those guys that used to play Final Fantasy X, right? And instead of like figuring out what the weakness of the boss was, you just leveled your sphere grid out until it was cracked, and then you went and beat him with your sword. You're not even playing the game, dude. Legendaries are for ultra late game content. Ultra Nightmare Hydra. Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss if you're not that great at the game. Like speed farming. They're things to make the game more efficient, I guess. You know? I don't even know why I'm still pointing this phone at the thing. I'm just, like, ranting at this point. But, like... Anyway, my overarching point here is all you need to do is farm all the goddamn time. And the best way to do that is to farm from the bottom up. So you start with the 1 stars, and when you have enough, you start farming the 2 stars. Or you start burning them into each other and then start calculating. So only do a maximum of 2 bands at once. 1 stars and 2 stars. You have the 3 stars in the reserve vault or in your master vault if you have the space or whatever. And then you pull them back out so that you constantly have this rotation of green shards just being burnt through at all times. So that you can be getting those extra blues. Those sweet little, like, you know, extra dupes that you need to win the CVC. You want those, you know, the bonuses. An extra coffin smasher to get that last little bit of, I don't know, like damage, that last 5%, because you don't want to burn books on those bad boys. Like, your faction wars will improve 100 times faster because you will be skilling them out every single week, not when you remember that they exist and you feel like you need to push up 2 more. That's a really great point. I don't even remember exactly what day the faction wars are, but it doesn't really matter. Look at this. Look at this. Most of my champs are garbage. You saw my champ pool. Look at this. So let's go into Bannerlord. Not quite there, but we'll make it soon. I swear to God, by next CVC, I'll be getting that. Before the next CVC, I'll have that purple book. Oh, bugger, I can't even click on them. Can't even show you the thing. Oh, well, I'll just go to my Bannerlords in the champions. Sorry. Again, I am pretty new. So I do forget a couple things. But... Action. Yeah, there we are. Look at what is in my Bannerlords. Nothing. Look. Absolute rubbish. And I am confident that I will be getting that epic book as I have done for Undead Hordes and Knights Revenant, because this game's not that fucking hard, guys. Anyway, this is now a 10-minute long video. And I'm getting thirsty messages from Overwatch to go play a different game. So it's probably about time I packed it up. Anyway, if any of you made it through this unhinged 10-minute rant about a game I've only played for 3 months, yeah, like and subscribe. Thanks.